Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Emmanuel and this is FPL for Africa. Okay, so in the last video, we were looking at my match day one team selection squad. And on this video, like have said in the previous two videos, I will be using the strategy of my limitless chip in match day two, simply because I picked players who I thought would have a good match day one and as well as a good match day three. So the plan is also to make as much transfers. We'll be giving unlimited transfers after match day three, leading up to round of 16, so that by the quarterfinal stage, I could use my wildcard chip. I don't think it's a good play to use the wildcard so soon. So in the next match day, which is match day two, I'll be using my limitless chip, and this video is just going to take us on a rundown of the players to pick in case you also want to go down that route. As you can see, my current team has 55 points with Andrew Robertson playing today for Scotland against Czech Republic. And my captain, if you notice from the last video, my earlier captain was Berardi, but I had to switch him to Lukaku after his match day because I wasn't satisfied with the 6 points I got from him, and Lukaku delivered with 10 points, making it 20 points. It would actually be greedy on my own part for me to change the captain from Lukaku to Ronaldo. So I'm just going to stick with Lukaku till the end of the match day. And then we go to the match two. As you can see, I already have the limitless chip active to show you that I'm going to go through with it. I'm actually not kidding you. So the limitless chip is already active, and I've made some transfers. Those some were just mock transfers. And as well, with the limitless chip, you can make unlimited transfers and at no extra cost. Like the players, you have unlimited budget to get any player you want. And for sure, I'm going with 3 French players. The reason you see them on my bench is because they all have games on the 19th, which is the last day, so I can easily sub them in for any player I want. Let me run down all my players. For Hurricane, I think in the last match they played against Croatia, he had to drop back because we were playing an attacking team. He had to drop back to ensure that Sterling and Foden could make runs in behind, especially Sterling. And I already made these transfers before the English game, so I was already expecting Sterling to be in my team. It was a toss between him and Mount, but after watching the game, I was more convinced that I should go with Sterling. Perisic also retains his place in my team. I'm not quite convinced with Ante Rebic for Croatia. And let me scroll to the fixtures section. Yeah, Croatia played Czech Republic, so I'll be going with Perisic from them. Kane against Scotland, Sterling against Scotland, Bale against Turkey. I know a lot of people will say Bale didn't play well and Wales in general didn't play well, and Bale was quite invisible. Even Daniel James was a bit lively, but still it was a poor show from the Welsh camp, Ramsey and everybody involved. But then I'll be going with him since it's more like a toss. I already have 3 French players who I can bring in, or 2 outfield players who I can bring in at any point in time. So it wouldn't cost me anything to start Bale. Maybe we're hoping for a penalty or a free kick. Watching the Italy and Turkey game, it was quite obvious that the Turkish side are very, very aggressive. So I'll be hoping for a penalty from maybe Dan James winning up a penalty and Gareth Bale taking it. So he starts off as my captain on that day. Yarmolenko also, like I said, I made these transfers before the game. So before I even saw Yarmolenko play for Ukraine, I was already planning on putting him in my team. The next person, Insigne, we watched the Italy's game against Turkey, and we saw how lively he was. He wasn't afraid of taking shots and all this. I could make him my captain. If you notice, he plays on the same day with Bale, but that would be a very obvious pick. So I'll just be going. My captain armband may end up being on one of the 2 French players. So I figured, why don't I just try it with Bale, as long as I can always change it. And I know a lot of people will say I picked Dumfries because he's Scott, but is it Dumfries? Dumfries? I have no idea. But he's actually been in my team. If you check my match day one squad, he was in my team and he gave me about 7 points. What am I saying? I can easily just switch to match day one. Yeah, he gave me about 7 points from there. So That's it is in my team. And like I said, some players here were just placeholders, of which I should be making some transfers now. Okay, so I'll be moving on the Russian defender for Munier. It's a no-brainer. He scored and he looked very, very attacking. Coupled with the fact that Castagne is injured, it's very obvious he's going to start. And they're playing Denmark, who are supposed to be good, but we all saw what happened to their captain and talisman, Christian Eriksen. So it's quite obvious that the team is a bit demoralized. Then again, it might spur them on to want to do better. But let's just be hoping that that doesn't happen. And I have no Belgium cover. Since I'm not going with Lukaku, I'm going with 2 French strikers and Harry Kane. So Munier will be in my team for that. Yarmolenko, a no-brainer. Ukraine play North Macedonia. Insigne, Bale, I've already explained my reasons. Sterling against Scotland. Perisic against Czech Republic. Spinazzola as well. He's one of the most attacking defenders in this tournament. And in Italy, of course, he was quite attacking. I'm quite, will I say, relieved I went with him over Florenzi. And it was due to price difference that made me afford. It kind of reminds me of my FPL season when I picked John Stones instead of Diaz because of the price difference, and Stones ended up giving me about 20-something points in a double game week. I don't know if any of you can remember that. For the goalkeepers, Donnarumma and Lloris. Donnarumma is a no-brainer as well. The Italian defense looked pretty solid with Chiellini using his experience and Bonucci and all this. So Donnarumma starts for me with Lloris as my backup in case whatever happens. I can always switch him since he plays at a later date. And Jordi Alba, this might change. Jordi Alba might change depending on what I see in the Spanish camp today, because Spain played today. I'm recording this video on Monday, so on the 14th. So it's like before they play. As you saw from the first stage when I showed you Robertson, who was still playing. I'm actually recording on Monday, so whatever happens on the Spanish game and whichever players they use, Alba might change from here. It might be another person, but this is the team I'm looking at for now. I would release another video just before the Portugal game to show you, or just let's say tomorrow. I could do that tomorrow. Yeah, I could release a video tomorrow just showing you if there have been any updates made to my team based on whatever I see with the Scotland's game and also with the Spain's game, because Scotland end up being so good against the Czech Republic, even though currently that game is a 0-0. If they end up being so good, there will be no point picking 2 English attackers. So that would have to change. But that's about it. Let me confirm this transfer. Yeah, Limitless active Caravaggio for this. Yeah, confirm transfers. Okay, so you can see the one transfer made. Okay, that's it. Zinchenko, I didn't even talk about him. Zinchenko, I think he completed more tackles or something in their game yesterday against the Dutch team. And Dumfries, again, I'm also glad I went to Dumfries over Windal, because a lot of people had Windals, and I just went to Dumfries more as a differential, not because I thought he was going to do something special. And he actually came up with a goal. He could have even scored like 2 goals and given more assists with the way the Dutch team was really attacking. So I'm actually quite optimistic of the Limitless team, or my Limitless team, for this game week. Of course, if you have any questions, you can ask in the comments and I would answer them, or you message me on Twitter. The links will be in the description, links to my Twitter account, so you can just send the message there. It's at LegalFPL. You can send the message on Twitter and I'll be sure to reply you. Also, there will be, I noticed there's about 60-something% of my viewers that haven't actually subscribed. So if you're watching this, I would like you to subscribe. You should see a subscribe button right about on the right hand side. You should see a subscribe button. So click on it, click on the red button and subscribe to the channel for more content. Don't forget to turn on notifications. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.